We are on the air. G'day, I'm Steve Hay. This is Woodworking Masterclass. Here's my new mascot. Check him out. Percy the Pineapple. Isn't he just the best looking rooster you've ever seen in your life? Well, I don't know. Mate of mine, local fruit shop. Adam, there you go. He's got airplay now, mate. That's it. He's famous. He'll go around the world. Oh dear. What are we up to today? I was minding my own business and doing my bee boxes, which I've been trying to do all week, and nothing has allowed me to do it. Well, I think we were out every day last week, so I didn't get any bee boxes done, but I'm into them now. They're all surrounding me, and I was in the, you know when you get in the zen, what do you call it? Yeah, the zen, when you're there. I was doing that today, then I got a phone call. Oh, could you fix up some chairs? I've got people coming around and I've got 3 wobbly chairs. Can they get fixed? And I said, g'day, Mark the Maker. Welcome to the shed, mate. I thought, oh, look, I'm doing my bee boxes. I've been wanting to do them all week. Well, what's the occasion? Oh, we've got people coming around on Monday and they've got to be done. Oh, all right. So, Softy here decided he'd, go and do them. So I went and picked them up, got them over here, and I thought, you never know, there might be some people out there that got rickety wobbly chairs and they want to know how to fix them. I've done it before. That was a different setup. These, I think, are doweled. So, I don't know. We'll have a look. Say, g'day, Louise. How are you? How's the 45 going? Where I did have your box a bit. I was down there, but I can't get it for bee boxes. Louise does all this. If I can, no, I'm not even going to try. But she dyes my veneers. Brilliant lady. Absolutely wonderful. Andrew's a lucky man. You tell him that from me. G'day, Andy. Oh, dear, you can't mind your own business, get it away. No, it's just one of those things. What did I do? I think I had an exciting week, but I can't remember it. Look, I honestly don't know. It was one trip, and I know we had to go to the Gold Coast for a reason. Can't remember what that was. Oh, and then, sad but true. Susie's embroidery machine died. And so we've got to get a replacement or she's going to die. And I don't want to get a replacement for her. I'm too used to her. So that's it. We shopped there. Embroidery machines. Oh, yes. Oh, how much is that one? Oh, that one's on special at the moment. They never say, if you ever heard of that mini rant coming up, they never give you the price. It's always, oh, that one is $13,999. That's $14,000, mate. Why don't you say it? Because if I did it, it'd frighten you. You're damn right it'd frighten me. $14,000 for a sewing machine. Crikey. Anyway, I think she's found one a bit cheaper. It might be $13,899. I don't know. We've got to check that out tomorrow. So maybe, oh. Whoa, that's a strong one. What was that? Double espresso or something. Dear, oh dear. G'day, Samuel. Give me the bee box. Mate, come here. Look, I'll see if I can. I'll reach over here and see if you can see the mess that's what I'm standing in at the moment. All these bee boxes. So I haven't got much room to move, but anyway, it's not much better over there. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay. Sounds very close. Sounds very close. I was listening to the doobies today. I've got Amazon. I did have Amazon cranking out, and it was, hang on, I'll tell you what it was. Something or other, the 70s, revisiting the 70s. Now I've lost my mouse. 70s greatest originals. There you go. What was playing then was Bill Withers. Ain't no sunshine when there's no embroidery machine. I'll give you the word. Okay. So let's have a look at one of these. I'm hoping against hope this is going to be an easy job. Oh dear. But you can, well, you might be able to see, I don't know. See the wobble on the back leg there? That's what we got to fix. The old days they used to use mortars and tenons, and then they went to dowels, and then they had biscuits. So I don't know what I'm going to find here. I could find my screwdriver gun, that'd be good. Where's that gone? Here it is. All right. I don't know if you can see, but it's, let me move that one over a bit. Whoops. There you go. Whoop. So it's got these cleats in there, that's to hold the seat on, and also there's rebates in the side rails that these cleats sit in. So I'm guessing these might be about the 80s actually, the way they're made. Maybe mid-90s, because the colour's very popular. In the mid-90s, this used to be called Heritage Teak, and it was most popular. And they had to pull it out. Let's have a look. G'day, Randy! How are you, mate? And the Craftsman Studio, hi! All right, so, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to loosen this off. And I might see if we can take okay. Remind me where I put these screws, because I've got a habit of losing them. I don't really want to pull the whole chair to bits. The front legs look pretty good. It's just these back ones are a bit sus. This one isn't too bad actually. I don't know what they're complaining about. Oh. Oh, there's a bit of movement there. All right. Let's have a look. Rubber hammer. What I would normally do, which I'll do now. Oh, I've got wood. So this is pine. This is just a bit of scrap off the floor. It's Japanese cedar, and it's softer than pine. So what I want to do is break. There you go. Wait, bonus. I want to break the seal of the glue. Good fit too. See if we can. Oh, yeah, there you go. Whoop. No, that was a good whoop. That wasn't a bad whoop. There you go. Oh, they haven't got. They got mortise. Oh, I don't believe they'd have mortise in. Well, that might have broken that. No, I don't believe that's a real mortise. And that looks like one of those. They put a slot cutter in the rail and the leg, and then put these, sort of like a biscuit. I didn't know they still did those. Anyway, all right. One out. Oh, look at that. Awesome. So they cut that with a slot cutter, and then they just bang those other ones in. It's not the way I would make a chair, but it's most likely a lot cheaper than the way I would make a chair. But really, they're quite. So it's got a little bit of wobble in there, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Well, that's pretty easy. Let's hope the rest of them are the same. Would be good. G'day, John. How are you, mate? Steve, do you fix wobbles on... Mate, if I did, I'd fix my own legs first. They're as wobbly as a drunken sailor in port after 6 months at sea, I tell you. So, I'm just going to glue these up. I'm using, this is actually what I make the bee boxes out of. It's a watered down, slightly watered down version of Titebond 3. But for the purpose of this exercise, it will do just fine, I reckon. I would use Titebond 2, but I couldn't find it. So this is it, and I'm not going to bother double gluing. And I'm not putting any glue in the stretchers because they didn't have any in there by the look of it. I tell you what, why can't I get repairs for my stuff that are as easy as this? Well, that's got to be an all-time record. That is awesome. How good is that? Dunsky. 1 down, 2 to go. Oh. Oh, and then I've got to go into town because a fella's got an old saw that was his granddad's or something. He wanted me to sharpen, and again I wasn't going to, but oh, why not? If it means something to someone and you can help them out, why not? If all life's problems could be fixed as easily as that, there'd be no fun in life, would there? That is awesome. I've got to be happy with that. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Oh dear. I'm not going to get super excited because a lot of times you think, oh yeah, they're all easy. Then you'll hit the one that goes, ha, I'll test your patience. Oh, okay. Same, I'll just pull the screw out of here. Don't know what you can see on that one, nothing. So we'll go back to that one. Okie dokie. Oh, there you go. Da-ba-dee-dee-doo. Yeah. I broke me bit of wood. It's good though. It's good because it means I've got 2 now. It's better than 1. There we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, I like these chairs. Those other ones, I I don't know if you saw me do those other ones, but boy, they were a nightmare. These are good. Put a nice lot in there. Oh. Hey, Robbie, how are you, mate? Oh, look at you. Hi, Robbie, how are you, mate? Got to remember to do that because it's rude otherwise. Brenda, g'day. Steve, how do you remove the wobble on the person who sits on it? You don't, you firm it up. Resin would work well. Or eat more chocolate. Oh, look at that. I don't know why that's not going down. Why isn't that? Got to give it a nudge. I tell you what, I like this repair. If you haven't got a rubber hammer, get yourself a rubber hammer. Oh. If I'd known it was going to be this quick, I wouldn't have bothered streaming it. But there you go. You don't know what you don't know until you know you don't know it. And I've lost me foamy thing on the end of my microphone. So let's see if I can get another one. There it is. Wait a minute, just put that on the end there. There you go. Look at that. I don't even think I can't charge for these. It's too easy. Oh, this one's loose. This one's really loose. You can see that. The rack in it. I can't believe that. Honestly, this would have to be the easiest chair repair in history. I like it. I like it. Now, I suppose, really, a lot of people, because they were loose, they'd turn around and go, "Ah, throw them away, get some new ones." So, this is how easy you can fix these. If they were dowels, instead of these, I don't even know what these are called, slot tenons or something. If it was dowels, there's every chance that the one of the dowels would have broken. So what you're going to have to do, and if they're dowels, good chance they're about, 50s, 60s, beginning of the 70s, so you're looking 40, 50-year-old, and they most likely would have been hide glue, and you have to break the dowel off that's broken, and then drill it out and put another dowel in it. If I'm doing dowel chairs like that, I generally replace all the dowels, and depending on the quality of it, a lot of times they didn't use fluted dowels, which we use nowadays, so you didn't get such a great glue joint. So if it's yours or you're doing it for money, I would replace all the dowels. Things, whatever they're called. Obviously they don't need replacing. So I'm not gonna. There you go. Took more time to pick them up than it did to fix them. Oh dear. Okay. Here you go. Done. Done, done, done. Done like a dinner. Let them go for 24 hours and they'll be good as gold. I gotta see that. When did I start streaming? 21 minutes ago I started streaming, and I most likely dribbled for 5 minutes. So 15 minutes, five minutes a chair to fix it. Crikey. Normally it's anything up to an hour. So, oh well, that's it. No, I'm going to end it. No, I won't. No, I'll keep going. I've got, I'll have a chat. I've got some bogging to do of these, so I can do that whilst we're talking. If I can find what I'm looking for. It's gone a bit hard because I left the top off it like an idiot. Now I would normally use the screwdriver, but I can't get over there at the moment because I've got everything in the way. So I'm just going to use a chisel to mix this up, which is not ideal and I don't recommend it. And I'll deny it if anyone says I did it. Actually, there's the black, oh here's the black one. I'll use the black one. Ah. G'day Nathaniel, how are you mate? Good to have you in the shed. No Andy, no need for clamps on those because they've got the those cleats, and I'm not going to go and pick it up. The cleat actually screwed down into the seat swap and into the rails, so it pulled the leg onto that joint. So yeah, no need for clamps at all. But good point. Normally, if they don't have that, yes, you would need clamps. But with those, no need. I haven't seen those for years. Yeah, maybe in the 80s I can remember using them. But, oh, and this one here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a big score. There you go and see it there. Big score across there. What happened, there was a little bit of muck or something or other in the thicknesser when I put it through, so it scored the timber. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wet that and just going to let that sit there for a while, and that crease will come out, then I can sand it flat, which will be good. I'll put this chisel away before I hurt myself. Oh dear. Did I tell you the story about me? See, that's my name of my hives. And I burn it in. And the way I do it is start the forge up. It's up in the blacksmithing shop. And then heat the branding iron up. And unfortunately, it's a brass branding iron. It's not a metal one. And yes, I know I should be taping this, but I'm not going to on these. I will on the other bits I've got to do in a minute. And I thought, because I generally heat it up to about 550 degrees. When it's 550, I can get three brands, and I'll chuck it back in the forge. And it had a really, I'm just looking for some, had a really thin, you're kidding me, I've got to go over there. All right, hang on. It had a really thin thread that went into the base of the brand that I screwed into the handle. And, well, hang on. Every chance is going to be a big fall edge here in a minute. Oh dear, if you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm impressed, man. At my age, I can still stretch that for. Oh, you're looking at me back. I can see that now. Whoop. Mr. Miyagi would be proud of me. What was I talking about? I've lost the plot. See, I walked from here to there, and I lost it. I don't know. It'll come back. Someone remind me. What was I dribbling about? Chairs. We finished the chairs. Then I was going to do that. I'm going to put putty on there. And then I'm going to do this. Oh, I don't know. Must be all lies. It'll come back to me. Oh, dear. Hey! Oh, good news! Bought a new dishwasher the other day. Yay! I think I might have told you that. 5th dishwasher in 10 years. Can you believe it? But it is awesome. I love it. It's so quiet. In fact, you've got to open it up to see if it's actually working. It's that quiet. That's what I want. Give me some gooey stuff at the bottom. So I'm impressed. Now, people still don't know how to stack it properly, but we'll learn them. We'll try and educate them. Brendan teaches the guy to sharpen his saw, though, that in the future he can do it himself. It would be what his grandfather did. So, oh, there you go. Good idea. All right. I might get him down here and he can stream it. I don't know. I've never met the guy. He just rang me up. Oh, I know what I was talking about. There you go. Old man's back on track. I looked at that and I was talking about my branding iron. That was right. And I don't know if I told this story or not. Anyway, tough if I have, because it's filling in time. I thought it had a very small thread. So what happens when it heats up, the thread, the inside thread, internal thread, expands. But it expands bigger than the external thread. So it works loose. So when you brand, and it was a bit there, the brand was a little bit, wasn't dead flat. So when I brand, I wobble there you go. I go like that and then wobble it like that to make sure it gets the whole name in. Anyway, it fell out, and I thought, oh, I'll just silver solder it. So I silver soldered it. Silver solder is meant to be up to about 650 degrees, supposedly, before it lets go. So I soldered it and got all happy about that. Heated the brand up in the forge. Yeah, got to, 583 degrees, I think it was, and it fell off in the forge. So it melted the silver solder. Not happy, Jan. So then I had to braise it. Now that's okay because that's 880 degrees, and I don't go that hot because it'll melt the brand. That has happened before. I was branding something and I got distracted, which those of you that know me know that that rarely happens. I got distracted and I went back and I pulled the brand out of the fire. Where is brand? It had melted. There was nothing there, just a screw thread. So that's it. Because if I don't monitor it, it'll go up to 1700 degrees. So I've just got to watch it. Okay. Now, no, I don't know. I was going to take this off, but I don't think I will. I think we'll just do this. So a couple of these are the ones I did with the biscuits, and I was pretty new, not having used a biscuit machine for, oh, crikey. I reckon I stopped using biscuits in 96. So that's 25 years since I've used a biscuit jointer, and I had a couple of mishaps. So I've got little gaps in there. I'm not worried about it because the glue on the joint is sufficient. It's just, it doesn't look nice if you're selling something that's got gaps in it. So it's aesthetically not anything structurally wrong with it. So I'll just fix those. Well, there you go. There's a case in point. All right. I taped that, meaning I put sticky tape either side of that. I didn't put sticky tape on that one. Look how messy that one is. And look how tidy this one is. If I can get it off. There you go. See, that's with tape. That's without tape. Oh, that was the other thing the other day. Oh, I lost my glasses. And I'm sure there's people out there that can empathise with me. Don't you get cranky when you can't see things properly. Oh, that's right. I did a stream, didn't I? I did a stream and I had two pairs of glasses. One were not close enough and the other were too close. So yeah, you experienced that. I did years ago when Sue and I were nursing my father at the end of life. I went and did a palliative care course, and it was why people get cranky and anxious and all this sort of stuff, and how to help people that really aren't quite sure what's going on with their life, because as we've all experienced, life changes and sometimes we don't really like the changes that life brings. And they had some terrific training aids to help you understand why people get cranky. And one of the things they did was do it one thing at a time, or you can have the whole lot at once. And they put pebbles in your shoes, so when you're walking it hurt, and you know, that's like having a lot of spurs or bunions or whatever on your feet, and you soon get a bit annoyed about that. Then they put headphones on your head, and played really loud, sort of almost like heavy rock music, but you couldn't hear the words because it was all muffled. And then they'd talk to you, and you had to give them answers. And when you gave them the wrong answer, they yelled at you. And they said, you know, that's what it's like if you can't understand properly and you're trying your best and people are yelling at you, it causes confusion, frustration and everything else. And the one that really got me was they had these glasses that they put on, and they'd smoked a lot of the glass, so you couldn't see properly. You had to look like this. And believe me, you've got these headphones on, you've got pebbles in your shoes. Oh, and then they used to give you, if you wanted, big gloves with foam so you couldn't feel anything. And yeah, these glasses you couldn't see. I tell you what, you'd lose your cool real quick. It gave me a very great understanding of what people go through when their senses are starting to... Now, this has got nothing to do with woodworkers. Their senses are starting to fail. So, getting back to that, yes, me not having glasses the other day, and I had to fill in all this stuff for the dishwasher online. Of course, you can't see, you're either right on top of it so you can see the screen, and when I could do that I couldn't see the keyboard. But when I could see the keyboard I couldn't see what I was typing on the screen. Oh, frustrating. Still, we got it done. Then I changed health funds. So I was with a particular health fund for many, many years, and they did something that ticked me off. So I changed health funds, and I was only with the new health fund for 9 months, and they ticked me off even worse. So they said, why are you coming back? I said, because they were worse than you were. Oh, fair. Anyway. Look, I know it's the age of AI and everything, but what really ticks me off, and it wasn't just this health company, other people, you'd be on hold for, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes, and then they'll go, oh, would you like us to give you a call back? I said, yeah, that'd be great. We'll call you back in 10 minutes. Oh, good. They call you back in 10 minutes and put you on hold for another half an hour. Yeah, well, that really helps. And then you got that music that's designed by sadists that just does your head in. Or the other one I hate even worse, here, mini rant coming up, is you're on hold and they keep telling you how important your call is to them. Yeah, look, please hang on. It really is important. You know, we service our customers. We are, what is it? We are experiencing more than normal calls. Please be patient. Our staff are trying their best. Here's a go. Hire more staff. Oh, you most likely find you got 2 people working from home and they're getting, in fact, my son, he was in a similar situation, and they had 2 people that were fielding about, him and another person, that were fielding about 600 inquiries between the 2 of them a day. Oh, yeah. Good on ya. Oh, all right. Oh, put that in there. Let me come back. Where's? Ah, diddy-dum-bum. It was the quickest repair I've ever done, Robbie. I'll repair the spelling. What was that one you did the other day and it came out funny? Oh, went down the wrong way. Yeah, crowded's not the word. Although, at least I can walk around here now. I couldn't this morning because all these bee boxes that are here were scattered over there, but it's all good now. Oh, dear. Your branding iron. What about my branding iron, Louise? Yeah, that was funny. I thought it was funny. And then another friend of mine, he does something as well, and he did the same thing. And his wasn't in a forge. He was worse than me. At least I left mine in a forge and got sidetracked. He held the blowtorch on it too long. Now I'm getting to the stage. The bed's getting there. I've got a little bit to do on the bed too. I might do today. Just a little bit of routering, and I'll router it and I'm pleased you can only see me on the screen and not inside my head. I will router it and I will ebonize it. What my brain was saying is I'll router it and then I'll annoy it. I might be annoying it when I'm ebonizing it. I don't know. The chooks are all fine. For those of you who didn't see, did you see Percy the pineapple? There you go. There's Percy the pineapple. Isn't he cute? Got two front legs. He can stand there all by himself. There you go. Let's go that way. There you go, Adam. If you're living around where I do, get up to Mega Fresh fruit shop up at Brown's Place. He's even got a tail. He's even got a little tail on him as well. I think it's about time he got dispatched. We might cut him up and have him soon. Melting burn there. I could, Andy. I really look forward to the day when I can do it. But honestly, I get so busy. I really do. I want to spend a day tidying my shed up. I should stream that. That'd be a laugh a minute. But I've got that much to do. As long as I can get to my bench, I'll work, I think. But the front shed, the wood turning shed, it's not as tidy as it was, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We had a roadside pickup, and I thought, oh, great, I can get rid of a lot of stuff. No. Susie beat me to it, and a lot of stuff went out from the house, not out from my shed, and so it means I'm going to have to load the trailer up and go to the dump. Downside with going to the dump is I generally come back with more good stuff than I take up there. Oh. I like this. I've got to do a video for these people soon, and I love the idea of this putty that you can mix, because you can put it in, and if you mix the colour, it's not as obvious because you can get light and dark. bit like camouflage. Oh, getting back to my glasses. Yeah, that's the other thing. So I didn't have my glasses the other day. It was very, very frustrating. And as I said, I think I did a stream without them. That I'll go up to the chemist and I'll just buy some of those, you know, the generic ones you can get. Well, I did that and they helped a bit. But I'm here to tell you that those, well, they're not cheap now, but the glasses you get from the chemist or the $2 shop are nowhere near as good, in my opinion, as prescription glasses. Because what I found with the ones that I got a sweet spot in it where, yes, if I'm looking there, I can see perfectly. But if I look to the side, no, it's all out of focus. Anyway, I bought those and they got me out of trouble. And the very next morning, I got up to make myself a coffee, and you wouldn't believe it, there are my glasses right next to the coffee machine. Now, how I didn't see them the day before, because I had a few coffees, I do not know. It's just one of those unanswered questions. Like, is there a fence at the end of the universe? We would never know. G'day, Jared, how are you? Sneaking in there. Steve's Guide to Customer Service. Mate, I tell you what, I could fix them up. I don't know if you've ever seen Jeff Dunham. But Walter, he gets a job as a doorman or a greeter at Walmart. It is funny. I can't say it here because he swears, but oh my goodness, it's funny. G'day, welcome to Walmart. Get you and get out of here. Wouldn't you love to say that some days? Like when you go into the supermarket. Hi, how's your day been? Do you really care? As I said, most of this stuff's just aesthetic. It doesn't really do anything. But I like things to look nice. And just in case you're wondering, my beehives are going absolutely fine out there. I've opened one honey super up on one. Just about to do another. I reckon in about another week I'll open another one up. And I've got one hive that I'm due to split, and it's full of honey, but I leave them the honey. I'm not that interested in pinching it because they work too hard to make it. There we go. That's looking good. Yesterday, Andy, I can empathise with you, mate. Yesterday, I had plans of coming down here and doing this. I could not get off the bed for love nor money. I was just so tired. So, I sat and watched rubbish on Netflix, I think. There we go. was this really, really weird movie. I watched a couple of good movies. They weren't too bad. What was it? Jolt. Yeah, it's a very attractive young lady. She had anger management issues. And boy, oh boy, you wouldn't want to mix with her. Oh, and that was quite funny. Looking at it, I think they've set it up the way it ended, set it up beautifully to go into a series, which I can see happening down the track with it. What else did I watch? I watched that. Tom Clancy one, No Remorse. And Before or After Sunset or something or other. It's an older one with, what's her name? Selma, someone, I think she's also in The Hitman's Bodyguard. It was her and Pierce Brosnan. They were stealing diamonds. That was cool. So yeah, yesterday was a non-event. Although I must admit, in the afternoon I had to go to the shops, and when I was up, I thought, I'll do some mowing. So I did some mowing. I always enjoy mowing, 'cause the chooks follow me all around the yard. But you can't mow quickly because they walk in front of the mower. Because I guess when the mower's going, it disturbs the bugs or whatever. And the chooks know they're going to get a feed. So I might fit it with air horns. And what else did I do? I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I'm just filling in time. To make your ebonizing thread, you have to clean the steel wool before. No. I've got, in fact, I've got a roll that I've got to do. We might even do it. Wait a minute. We might do it now, Brenda, and you can just see how easy it is. No, the rustier the better. Whoops. Oh, I'll take that one off. And it's been hard. It's been hard getting vinegar, actually, because the shops are just running out of it. I did find a place the other day where I could buy a 20 litre drum of it instead of the 2 litre ones. So I might do that, because down the track it's nice to have. Is that it? That's sad. I thought I had more to do than that. No, that's it. If that's all I think I have, that's all I have. I'm not going to get in an argument about myself. All right, I'll tell you what, if you want, Brenda, I'll mix some up right now. I'll just go and get some steel wool. Let me just have a chat and I'll show you how easy it is to make. Sharek! You've changed your beehive design a few times in regards to manufacturing, but have you made any changes as you have learnt more about bees? No, the bees, the hive sizes are the same, the volume is the same. I just looked over on this screen over here that you can't see, and I got a big dot on my forehead. I thought it was a fly, but it's not, it's a piece of putty. No, the volume stays the same. With these for Australian native bees, predominantly I've got Cabonaras. I wouldn't mind getting some Hocking's Eye down the road, and I do believe I've got some Australis coming. So Dr. Tim Hurd, who seems to be the expert on beehives. As a matter of fact, there is a meeting of the National Native Beehive Association today, which I was going to go to, and then I thought I'd do the stream, but I'm streaming here, so I won't zoom it. He says that in nature, it doesn't matter if they infest or isn't it funny, if it's a pest, it's an infestation. If it's something you like, it's a colonisation. So if they colonise a tree or an empty stump, they will generally cut it off and allow 8 litres. And then when that gets full, they will then open a bit more up to give them 8 litres. So the 8 litre seems to be an industry standard. That's why they're staying that way. The construction I've changed, mainly I think because I don't like, I haven't got any, I've got some out in the yard, but the standard ones you buy have got end grain here. Now the weakest part of any bit of timber is end grain. If it's painted, it's generally all right. Whereas if you've got a mitre, it's no end grain, so it won't split. In fact, what I'll do, I'll go out and I'll get some steel wool. I'll show you how to do that, Brenda, and I'll bring in a lid that I've had outside for nearly 2 years, just lying on the ground as a test piece. So knock yourselves out, play I Spy, and I will be back. What you doing? Go on. Here's a good girl. No, you stay out there. No, you're not coming in. Go on. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay, it's a dirty old bucket I found out there. Now that's that is one that has been sitting out in the weather for nearly years, and those joints are really good. The top has split, which that's fine, because I knew it would split. The reason I knew it would split was because it's held in place. It's in there and it's glued either end. So when that shrinks, as it has done, it's split. So the tops I do now, they have gaps in them, but that will allow it to shrink and expand. So it won't crack. And you can see the difference in those corners. They just are not moving. So that's why I much prefer mitered corners. All right, now, well, I've done, what have I got to do? That one's done too. All right. So this is just ordinary, everyday, common variety white vinegar. Nothing flash, nothing fancy. And this is, let me catch up with this. I remember that one too, Andy. Shush, don't mention the war. Oh, there you go. I might get Susie to do that. She can do some, yeah, because well, she's into canning at the moment, big time. Oh, I did 10 kilos of cherries the other day and pipped them. We bought a cherry pipper, 10 kilos. You reckon my back wasn't sore after that? And 94 mangoes. We got, sliced them all up, vacuum bagged them and froze them. But, oh, that's a good idea. I'll tell her about that. For vegetables, because vegetables she's not having much success in, Brenda. All right, this, see if I've got one you meant to see. Have I got a nice one up here? I don't know. Okay, this will do. Oh, this is what steel wool's meant to look like when you look after it. Meant to be nice like that and pliable. This is what happens to steel wool when you forget about it and you leave it outside in the rain for a couple of months. This is the one I'm going to ebonize. So I'm going to, as I said, a dirty bucket. I'm not worried too much. I'll just get what dirt I can out of this. This is a goose's bucket, so she's going to be cranky with me. All right, so doesn't have to be spotless. And all I'm going to do is put that in there. And I'll clean up one day, Andy. There you go. Go with the other one. That I'll leave. Let's see if I can find a bit of rag, because I'm going to get messy. Now I can leave that in there just like that, and it will, I don't believe it. I haven't got any rag around here. I've got a truckload up in the other shed. Got to be some out here, surely. Aha! Oh, I knew there was an old sheet around here somewhere. Oh. All right. So I can leave that in there, and you can see it's starting to bubble away quite nicely, but it might take a bit of a while, and since it's all rusty anyway, I'm just going to break it up with my hands. Crunch it up as much as you can. Look, I tell you what, just FYI, if you've got any cuts on your hand, stick them in vinegar. Whoa, give me a bit of a hurry up. Yeah, you don't need to use steel wool. If you got, yeah, you might have that's a cardboard that was in the middle, so I don't need that. You can use nails, screws, old bits of metal that's lying around the yard. Really doesn't matter. Steel wool's not too bad when you pull all that stuff out of it. Hang on, my TV's gone off. Oh, let me turn it back on so I can talk to you. So that, actually, if you wanted to reclaim it, you could take that stuff out, and that seems to be all right. But you're going to have to do something with it, because if you leave that out after it's been soaking in vinegar, leave it out overnight, it's going to turn to rust anyway. But the more you can break it up, the better it's going to be. And what I will do, actually, I think, didn't I? Where I put that other one? Shh. Oh dear. I'll put another one in there. Okay, so that's it. Just leave it covered up. Put a lid or something over the top of it. Only if you don't, the vinegar will evaporate. I'll do that later on. If you have a look in there, it's pretty disgusting. It's just all rusty and dirty and muddy looking. What I do is, that's going to take about 3 weeks, I reckon, to totally melt down. And then what I do is I pour it through a coffee filter at the end, and then you end up with a nice clear solution, which I'll use shortly, but that's what you end up with. And as you can see, it's pretty clear, it's pretty clean, it hasn't got any sediment in it. And we will use that very, very shortly. Now, I'm not going to try and put that back in because I'll spill it. And when I do, it's going to splatter everywhere. So we'll use that shortly on the bit I've got to do with the bed. So I'll put that down there. But that's it, breeder. I hope that helps. That's how easy it is. This has nearly come out. So I'll give it another coat of water. I'll just leave that there. Oh dear. All right, now what? Coffee. All right. Got to sand those back soon. I'll tidy up, I'll put my hammer up. Oh dear. And the water, I'm running out of bench space, aren't I? I'll come on one day and you'll be so shocked. Everything will be tidy. That's all right. job to do next. Oh. Must admit, when I was a mechanic and I used to work for a garage, oh, I used to love it if I didn't have a job on, because then I could clean all my tools, set all my tools out, clean my bench space up. Ah, I wish I could do the same here. G'day, Trevor. Are you in the naughty boys' room still? And Trevor, I couldn't relate to that. I was going to clean up this morning but fell asleep. What veggies is she trying to can? I'll share some of my canning tips with her if she wants. Oh, that would be wonderful, Brenda. She'd love that. I think you have my email if she wants to email me. I think I do, but I don't know which computer it's on. If you could flick to me again, that would be wonderful. Just send me one to woodworkingmasterclass@gmail.com, Brenda. That'd be great. Yeah, she, what have we've tried. Carrots didn't work. Potatoes didn't work. Capsicum didn't work. Zucchinis didn't work. Eggplant or aubergines didn't work. But rhubarb's fine, cherries are fine, apricots, peaches, nectarines, pineapple, pears, apple, cherries, they were fine. But yeah, veggies. We've got, yeah, she's just got a, she uses fowler ware, which I think is the same as, oh, what's the one you guys have over there? Right, I'll go on. Mason jars, is it? Mason jars, something like that. But she does, the fruit and everything's fine, but yeah, veggies are just, yeah, not that brilliant. Oh, that was a bit of a pity. I got that one wet. That's all right, we can fix that. Yeah, that's what I might do now. I might start giving these a first coat. So some have been first coated and some haven't. That's true, Andy. Thinking about it can be... Someone said to me the other day, oh, I'm mowing my yard at least every week. How about you? I said, yeah, I look at it once a week and say that needs mowing. Got into it yesterday, it was good. Got my wood chipper up and running again. Oh, I love that thing. Yeah, ever had to get rid of a body, that's the way to do it. Whack them in the old mulcher. Oh, evil thing. I think all those have had one, haven't they? Well, I don't know about this one. What's that? Yeah, that's had one too. So they've all had a first coat. This one hasn't. All these ones have, so I'll put these back here. Whoops. Goes there. No, I don't know if they're ready to sand back yet. No, not quite. Got a mixture here of Japanese cedar and Western red cedar. So I might even just do those. Still got that on. All right, I'm going to give these a coat first. That's one coat, one coat. You can't see if I put that there, can you? That one can go there. There All right, I'll give all these a second coat. See if I can find the right brush. Oh. There. See, didn't use a chisel for this, did I? Oh dear. Bit of a blow. You watch the compressor coming on now. No, good. Ah, ball jars, that's what I was thinking. Well, we don't have a root cellar because we've got a low set house on a concrete slab. Never thought of freezing potatoes. Do you cook them first or just put them straight in the freezer? Although I've got part of a shed that it won't, I mean, from what I understand of what I've read about root cellars, they're cold and dark. What I was thinking of doing for Susie's, I can build a room in one of the sheds we've got that'll be dark, but it won't be cold. That's for sure. But from what I've heard, if it's been preserved, light is the enemy because it... Oh, you idiot. Oh, no, not too big of an idiot. Didn't go that far down. Because the light is what changes the colour of the fruit. If that's right. But really enjoying the experience, and it's so nice. You know, stuff that she started back in September, and you have some pears that were bottled in September. Now, those pears would have been thrown away months ago, but you can still have them. What about cauliflowers and stuff like that? I suppose you can pickle that, can't you? Been pickling eggs lately. Only because we've got so many eggs. My chooks are so good, they're laying all these eggs. And yeah, we're having omelettes and bacon and eggs and quiches, and Susie's making pastry and all sorts of other stuff. And we're selling some, but not as many as we were. I don't know if people have gone off eggs or Susie's not selling them the way she was. But it's all good. It's all good. And I put a veggie garden in a few months back, and it was more of a test to see how it would go. We got some stuff out of it, but this needle will go on the seed at the moment, so I'm just going to have to plan to have more time when I put the next one in. And it was interesting to see what the chooks eat. And they don't eat everything. They're not really into herbs at all, which is good, so I can plant those all around the chook shed. It's meant to keep insects down and calm the chooks and everything else. Panda, g'day mate. Oh, sorry I haven't got back to you. I saw your email yesterday actually. No, everything was good after the power failure. Nearly broke my neck getting out of the shed, but yeah, it was all good. So thanks for your concern, mate. I tell you what, Pandy, you missed the quickest chair repair on the quickest chair repair on the planet. I just repaired 3 chairs. I reckon it was under 15 minutes. I like that. This is a second coat. This is an oil I've had for a long time, and I like it. It's just, I've been experimenting with different finishes, and the finishes I used to put on was a boiled linseed oil and terps mix. But what I found to my chagrin on my own hives over 6 to 9 months, it starts to get a bit of a mould on it, which is not attractive. So this one is supposedly anti-mould. So let's see how it goes. Smells very nice. It's citrus based. It was made originally for, in Australia, Masters, which in America is Lowe's, and they came out here for a little bit, and yeah, it was one they put together. And it's still made, you can still get it, but I quite like it. We'll see how it goes. Oh. Cauliflower and broccoli is blanched, then frozen. Oh, okay. So blanched, that means cooked and put into cold water with ice in it, is that right? Or is it just put into ice water and then frozen? Trouble with our freezers are so full at the moment. And I'm not buying another one. I think 9 fridges and freezers is more than enough for any household. But I do love cauliflower cheese. In fact, I got promised Susie was going to make me cauliflower cheese for tea. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's funny, Trev, isn't it? How some days you just can't do anything. Like yesterday, oh no, I'm over it. And yet today, yeah, back into it and wanting to do something. Oh, I think it's lovely. And I have been, my own pressure I guess, but I've been under the pump to get these out. These should have been delivered 2 weeks ago. But sometimes, as John Lennon said, life is what happens when you're making other plans. You can have all the plans and good intentions of the world, and then life just goes, hey, guess what? Is that it? I don't believe it. What those? My goodness. It's quick. Haven't done these yet, so I'll do these. Oh dear. Thought that'd happen. That got vinegar on it, so I've got a bad stain there. which is something I'm just going to have to live with. I'll keep these for myself. What's everyone been doing? Has anyone been doing any woodwork? Or if not, have you been thinking about doing any woodwork? What have you been up to, Nathaniel, if you're still on? Oh. It's a lot quicker to spray these, but what I found is you go through a lot of oil that just goes into the air. This is non-toxic and all that other good stuff, food safe and what have you. Even though it's a decking oil, so I guess if you're drunk and you drop your hamburger on the deck, it's okay, you can eat it. I don't know, Panda, to tell you the truth. I shall have a look when I get back up to the house. I just saw there was an email there, and I thought, oh, I've got to answer that, and that's as far as it got. That's a nice colour, I like that. I'm sure they would have. Oh, that sounds like a bit of thunder. You getting any rain up there, Trev? Oh, all right. Now, I'm going to do something else to them. This one looks as if it can be done. I'll tell you what, that's funny, Trev, when you fire, you really wonder how you had time to do a job. You're so busy doing everything else. So when I finish this, I don't know how many I've got here. I want to have 20, so I don't know if I've got 20, but then I've got another 20 to do. And then when I finish that, I'm going to do another 20. So I've got some stock. There's every chance by the time I get that 20 done, they'll be gone too. Oh, you know my chopping boards that I make with the rattle in it? Lady got one the other day, and I got a phone call 8:30 at night. There's something wrong with my chopping board, it rattles. I said, what did you do to break it? Did you hit it? No. I said, well, it's got something in there that if you hit it too hard, it breaks and it voids your warranty. She said, is that honest? No. Oh, she said, I couldn't believe it. Picked it up, went to turn it over, and it rattled. She said to her husband, listen to this, it's got a rattle in it. Love it. That is precisely why I do it. No. A Cronel style jointer. Oh, you mean as in the planes that James used to make? Or Jim? Lovely. Are you repurposing a blade or you're making a blade specially for it, Robbie? Ah. I like that, Brenda. Put it in boiled water for a specific amount of time. Oh, around 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah. Thank you. I will pass that on to her. Oh, mate, you're on fire, Robbie. Dining room chairs. Set of 6, set of 8. What sort? Straight legs, modern, cabriolles. Trevor, I've been looking at my lathes but won't turn them on. No, when you turn them on, you've got to do something then, don't you? Speaking of lathes, how's young Theo? I haven't spoken to Theo for a couple of weeks. I should give him a buzz this week. I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm going out that way or not. I will see. So, there you go. Pandy, you should have seen the chair repair I just did. Honestly, I gave up being a furniture maker if it was all that easy. So what chairs are you repairing? They got dowels or modern chairs or what? This is nice. This way I don't have to do the talking. I can just ask questions. La da da dee dee. Oh, when are you going to be out, Andy? Have you found a new place to live yet? Mate, I've got a 36-foot caravan in the backyard you can bunk in for a bit. You got to put up with the chooks living underneath it though. Too cold, you say, Brenda? Where's my gun? I don't know, I was going to point at the air conditioner. I've got the air conditioner on. I think it's about 22 degrees because it's too hot. Oh, there we go. Boom, doodle, boom. Oh. Yes, I do. I'll count them off for you. I've got a fridge here that I keep my rubber bands and occasionally drinks in. Oh, chocolate biscuits, definitely. I've got a fridge in the caravan I just mentioned. Sue's got a fridge in her sewing room. My son's got a fridge freezer in his granny flat. I've got a tucker box chest freezer in the shed next to the wood turning shed. I've got a upright freezer and a fridge in the laundry, and I've got a fridge in the kitchen, and I've got a big double-sized chest freezer outside the kitchen on the back veranda. So there you go, 9. And they're all all full. The last one we bought, the big chest freezer, I said to Sam, can you just not fill it? Oh no, I won't fill it. I've said it before, I love the girl to bits. But if I made something that would fit a cubic metre, she would put 5 cubic metres into it. It doesn't matter. I've made pieces of furniture with delicate little drawers. She'll jam the drawers full of rubbish. Absolute horror. My new dishwasher. I went to put that on today and thought it's a 15-piece dishwasher. So it takes 15 pieces of it. That is awesome. Because the other ones we've had have only been 13-piece. Was there any room in it? No. She'd found stuff that was around the yard or under the bed or in a... Oh, I've got to stick that in the dishwasher. Oh, goodness gracious. Then she has to hide to tell me that I fill my shed full of rubbish. Ha! I know you're not watching, darling. There you go. See, I've got a small heart, but she jams that full of love for me, so I shouldn't complain, should I? She's a good old chook. You'll see more of her. She said to me, I'll come down if you're streaming. Is your shed tidy? I said, oh, don't be daft. Oh, she said, well, I'll come down when your shed's tidy. Oh, because she could trip over a blade of grass, old thing. That's not me saying that, that's a mother saying that. Oh, good on you. What particular steel? 1080? 440? No, 440 stainless steel, don't do that. 4140, that's another good one. Because you can buy different lengths of steel for different blades, which is a good thing. I would love to see it when it's finished, or even a work in progress. Well, perhaps if you ask nicely, Trevor, she'll just wrap it up and you can have Uber Eats. And she can bring it down so you can stay in your naughty room and watch TV. Oh dear, oh dear. Is that right with sweet corn? 3 to 4 minutes. Susan will be in touch, Brenda, I guarantee it. Straight legs, set of 6, New Guinea rosewood. Oh, nice. What colour rosewood have you got? Have you got the gold or did you get some of that red stuff? That looks nice. I'm sure it's going to be nice. I like New Guinea rosewood. I just bought some of it the other day. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it was one of those things. There were shorts, and those people who don't know what shorts are, shorts are generally anything under 900, and it was all, not all of it, most of it's 300 wide, 50 mil thick, 900 long sort of thing, and it's a good deal, so I bought 6 cubic metres of it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Haven't told Susan yet. I'll wait until she buys her new machine. Then I'll tell her. Oh, there you go, Robbie. There's a lump of 3x3 New Guinea rosewood just happens to be sitting on the floor. Oh. Yuck. Oh. I'm working my way here so then I can get to the bed and I can do that job. Right, I'm going all right with that compressor not kicking in, eh? All I'm doing is just arrowing the edge of this. Oh, it's no good. Andy, I hope you find something soon. So, I mean, it's a worry not knowing exactly what your living arrangements are. I've got a son going through a similar thing at the moment. He's not too sure where he can move to or where he can live. He's always got the option of coming home, but I don't know, that might not be cool. What did I do with it? I wonder where my paint was. And hang on, air conditioners. I've got one in this shed, which is on. I've got one in the wood turning shed. Susie's got one in her sewing room. We've got one in the bedroom, one in the lounge room, one in my office, and one in the other bedroom and one in the lounge room. So there you go, I've got 8 split system air conditioners as well. You wonder why we get big electricity bills. But you got to be comfortable. See, I'm working for the Electricity Commission, really. That's it. By the time I've paid rent for my power bill, there's nothing left. Not rents, what do you call it? Rates. Oh, and they are 9, because I put one in the caravan a couple of months ago. So 9 air conditioners. There you go. I've got a fridge to go with every air conditioner. Did I do that one? Can't remember. I did. Oh, one, that's not a bad steel either. Yeah, I like one that's easy to sharpen. I don't care if it goes blunt quicker, but I want it to be easy to sharpen. The chisels I've got, Trent, if you're watching, mate, I love them, but they're M2. They hold their edge, but oh, crikey. When you got to sharpen them, it just takes forever. What else is like that? There's another thing I've got. Some of my wood turning tools are M2. And yeah, they hold an edge, but once they stop holding an edge, it's a pain. Although with those I generally either do them on the Robert Sorby Pro Sharp or the Tormixer. That's no great hardship. I'm doing far more talking to you people than if I was standing here by myself. By now, I'd be up, I'd be having a Trevor nap. I'd be having a granddad nap. But if I can get all this up to a particular stage, it makes it so much easier down the track. And that wasn't meant to be offensive, Trevor. It's just, I understand. I like naps too. And I know you wouldn't take it that way anyway, mate, because you're a brick. Oh, you understand how we think. Oh. Oh, where are we up to? Panda, righto. They have 2,000 each, joint between the legs, and you just check the dowels are okay. Those ones I just did, they've got the braces on them, but they had, oh, I think they were sort of 1990 jobby, and they had like big tenons that went in like biscuits. They were awesome. I did say in a lot of cases you have to replace the dowels and drill the old one out, but hopefully you won't have to do that with yours, Panda. Oh. Yeah, trouble is the 1/16 of an inch when you wriggle them doesn't take long to become an 1/8 of an inch, and then 1/4 of an inch, and then you'll get someone that's going to ride them and they're going to break. So best get them done. Where's some rag? Let's put that down, I think. It's getting too much of a build up. There we go. I've made it that I can't walk out that way now. But when I get to this bit over here, I can then do that and then we can ebonize that. I'm waiting for it. Can it kick in soon? Have I got it turned on? Oh yeah. Do we have toilets? Yes! How many toilets? I only got 3 toilets, but we have toilets. Paper. Matter of fact, speaking of hoarding, wait a minute. I've got my phone. I'll show you a hoarding picture. Okay, you got people that hoard toilet paper. This is Susan. I'm not going to take responsibility for this one. There we go. Yep, good. Oh dear, oh dear. I can't find it. Is that it? Well, that's some of the stuff I had the other day. Oh, that we were, whatever you may call it. Canning. Mangoes, and there was 1 box of cherries that I had to pip. But it's not the one I was looking for. No. La da 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 dee dee. See if I can find it. I don't know if it showed you that one. That's that was one of the bed rails, if we can get it to focus. That's all glossy gold, metallic. Oh, where is it? No, can't find it. Did I use this phone? I might not have used this phone. Oh, where are we? There you go. Heard of people hoarding tin, what do you call it? Toilet paper. There you go. The girl likes her Tim Tam biscuits. What can I tell you? Oh dear. Mind you, if the grandkids find out about it, that's it. It's all over. It's gone. Now, what else am I doing? Yeah, look, I don't know what it is. It's, I don't know what it is with Daryl, with dishwashers. The thing I don't know if they're designed to go on once every 2 days or something like that, but because we've got, the grandkids plus our family here, it can go on. Sometimes the dishwasher will actually go on 3 times a day, mainly with glasses. The kids are the grandkids are sods for glasses. They'll get a glass, use it once, and then put it in the dishwasher and go and get another glass. So I don't know what the caper is. Oh dear. So as I said before in the stream I did with that, I always get the extended warranty. And yes, Darryl loved that one, the extended warranty. So true. I get an extra $100 if I sell it. I don't care about you. Oh, let me just clean this off so we don't get all gummed up. Where are we? One steel. Schoenrick, g'day from London. G'day, mate, from Brisbane, Australia. Thanks for dropping into the shop. I'll be happy to show you. Oh, I'd love that, Robbie. Yeah, I love that. I love watching what people are doing. I knew it had to kick in sooner or later. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Hey, I've got a story like that, Trev. Wait until that stops. Shouldn't take too long. So I prefer the compressor in the other shed, it's quicker. Nearly there. 5 pound to go. Yeah, your thing with your cousin Trev. Those of you that know some of my history, I used to work in a prison, and not as an inmate. They privatised part of it, and the company I worked for put me in as a manager. The furniture workshop inside a jail. And at Christmas, what I said to the guys was, look, if you want, you know, you don't go silly, you can just make something for your family on the outside, and, you know, that can be their Christmas present. That's my Christmas present to you. So, you know, good blokes, worked well. Anyway, this guy made this corner TV cabinet, and he picked the eyes out of the timber and did a really, really good job. And the guy in the spray booth did a fantastic job at the end of it. Anyway, he sent it out to his wife, and about 3 weeks later, I got a phone call from a shop in this town that said, what price should I put on this? I said, what is it? And they sent me a picture of it. And it was this corner TV unit that this guy had made for his missus. He sent it out to her, and she was straight up the local second-hand dealers to cash it in. So there you go. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, purple gidge is nice. Yeah, it's like a strangled Smurf, isn't it? It's that real deep, almost crimson purple. Very nice. I know Terry Gordon, H&T Gordon, he's got some lovely bits of gidge there. They'll be only for specialty planes. But I haven't been down to see Terry for ages, not with all this lockdown stuff that's going on. But now the borders are open, I might be able to get down there. I think that's dry, so I can... don't know. No, I might do this first, and then I'll go back to doing that. Yeah, there you go. I'll catch up with this, though. Oh, lovely, Robbie. Yeah, that really red stuff. It's extraordinary, isn't it? I've actually got a bit of veneer. I've got a lot of Ambonia veneer, which is the burls off the side of the New Guinea rosewood tree, or it can be Ambonia, Nara wood, whatever. And it's just got the normal gold that it is. And then towards the centre of the burl, it's gone crimson, and it's actually got emerald green in it. Oh, it looks stunning. I know Peter, Peter? Is it Peter? No, not Peter. Crawford. Andrew Crawford made a box out of Ambonia, and I think it might have had ebony in it. And it was extraordinary. And I thought, Andrew, you would love this stuff. But anyway, we'll see. I might get around. I love box making. Might get back to it when I can see me way clear. I've got preserving cabinet over there, which was the William Davis cabinet, or the Triple C cigar cedar cabinet. Got to finish that. Got to finish the bed. Got I've got some metal work I've got to do. Something else I saw that Susie wanted. I've forgotten. Oh, there's a coffee cup cabinet. I've got half finished. I've got to finish that off. So I've got a few things to do. Robbie, he should be Trevor Knapp No Socks. 4:20. Oh, don't you hate that when you get to that particular time, whatever time it is, and you know, it's only a couple of hours until I have to get up, but I want to get to sleep, but I don't. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. I've found, I don't know if it helps, chocolate biscuit and a glass of milk, and I generally go back to sleep. But then I stress over it because I think, well, I haven't cleaned my teeth after the chocolate biscuits. I don't know if my teeth are going to fall out. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, plane's all right, I guess. Providing your planes are sharp, it is nice. It's got a nice smell to it. Trees stink. just before it's starting to rain. I don't know what it is. If you're ever out in the bush and you're not sure if it's gidgy and it's going to rain, you'll know, because it just stinks just before it's going to rain. Don't know what that means, but it's one of those things. Panda, what do I had to replace a few of the dowels. They only had to drill one out so far. Oh, there you go. Chair legs are good, providing you only got to make one. When you're going to make a set, that's when they're a nuisance. Shrink, trick was go to bed. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Go to bed early. You know, you end up going to sleep later. I don't know. Sleep's a funny thing, isn't it? You don't know why you need it, but you're no good if you don't have it. All my grandson wants is my tools and great. Mate, I tell you, I wish my grandsons were after mine. Not to put on eBay, but to use. Boys, if you're watching, I wish you'd get in and start making stuff. I was all happy to set them up the little business over Christmas holidays. No. What do I want to do that for? I haven't got a car, I haven't got a girlfriend, and you feed me. Love you. Just in case they're watching. Oh, no, you can mention it, Andy. No, that's fine. No, we had an agreement, and it was for a particular constraints, and we met all those. I fulfilled my part of the bargain and graciously fulfilled their part of the bargain. So, no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm friends with Carpet Tech. It's just that at the moment they've got so many of my videos they don't need any more. So it is all good. What was I going to do? I was going to put it on here. Oh, dear. Ugh. Yeah, I think from memory they've got projects from me to keep them going till August this year. So after August this year, I don't know, we might get back into it, or we'll see, whatever. The way my mind works, you know, I've been asked, oh, can you do a workshop for me? Yeah, when you want it done. French polishing, ebonizing, carving, marquetry, cabriole, leg making, dovetail cutting, whatever. Yeah, okay. Can I book you for next year? No. Book me for this week. Book me for next week. But anything longer than that, quite frankly, I lose interest. I go through these phases. There's a couple of, what do you call it? Resin jobs I really want to do. And I haven't done resin work for ages, so I'll get back to doing that. I knew I'd planed one of these surfaces. It was this one, so this is what I'm going to do. Where did I put that water? Oh, kick that over there. Put some water in here. All I'm doing here is putting some water in there in the jaws of the vise, and that is going to hold this nice and tight for me. So then I can run the router up there. Okay, see that? You can lean on that. You can even pick the bench up. That's the water. If it didn't have water in there, it'd slip around everywhere. Underneath this mess around me, I do have a router somewhere. Paul Sellers would have a fit if he came to my workshop. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But stuff gets done. What can I tell you? All right, now what I want to do is actually have this. I've got a 45 bit in the router, and I just want to put a little 45 quirk along here, but I don't want it to go to all the end. I just want it to go up to a certain point. That might be as far as the lead reaches. There we go. Now, I want it to go to about there, which is basically there, isn't it? Okay, that's easy done. I'll use my finger. Oh, look down on the ground. It's $100. Oh, it goes in my pocket. I don't know where that came from. Perhaps the tooth fairy's been visiting. I don't know. It's nice. Okay. So I've got to go this way to there. What I will do is I'll put a stop right on the end there. Okay, so when I come down, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that on that one? No, all right. This one? No, all right, well I'll move this camera. No, I can't get out. What I've done is put a clamp on this end here, so when I run the router up, it's going to stop at that clamp, and that will be where I want the cut to stop. And I'll put the same on the other end, which I don't even know if you can see that. No, that's all right. Okay. All right. So, I'll find some earmuffs, I'll put them on. And I'm hoping this is the right depth. No. Break that down. Okay. Let's have a look at that. A little bit more. A little bit more. I think that's what it will do. Yep. you go. All Dunsky. All right, it's gone a little bit further than I wanted it to. Bum. Let's see. It's all right there. It's all right there. Okay. Take this one a little bit further. I just want to have a bit at the end that 600 will do. So the quirk doesn't go right up to the upright, so it's not crucial how much I have hanging over. I'll just a little bit there. Oh dear. So I'll just do these to a little bit. Millimeter. Spot on. Alrighty. Now, I'll give this a bit of a sand and then ebonize it. Oh. I can't read when I've got earmuffs on. There we go. Hey Jim, might have had a few rants this stream, must admit. Daryl, I bought a large piece of poplar that had massive trees, but it didn't. Oh, that's a pity. Like, we got a few timbers here, but your desert rosewood was my good chisel handles are made of. Oh, stunning. Looks like marble cake. But after a couple of weeks, yeah, it just goes dark. G'day, Jay! Summer County, Tennessee. Well, g'day from Brisbane, Australia, mate. Please, you can drop in. Lawrence, g'day. How are you? From Mississippi. Gee, we're going everywhere here, aren't we? Oh, that's nice. Oh, righto. Let me see if I can find the sander down here. Oh, dear. Oh. No, it's up here, isn't it? Wasn't it? Where's the one I had? Oh, this one will do. Oh. I want some sandpaper. I want some... Oh... I don't want... No. Where's some 180? I want some 180. Hello, Jock. I'm going to get some milk. She's ventured down this far. I don't know if you can... There she is in the doorway. Wave. Go get some cakes. I was telling them about your machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also the fact that if I make a drawer, that'll take so much. Oh, look at that. She's come in too. She's come in too. Here you go. Hello, Alan.
Oh, she's come to visit.
Oh, is he? That's all right. Come here. Oh, all right. Yeah, any finger buns or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Here's me shed pet. Oh, come all the way to say hello, didn't you? Hey, want some? Yeah, look. Oi. That's Peanuts. She's not silly. She knows where things are kept. It's funny, her and Snoop, they come in. The other chooks, they sort of run around the yard and they pick on these ones because they're the new ones. But they don't know about her special little cache, do they? Can I change the camera angle? Here you go. You come up here and get into focus. Look at that. How good's that? A mate will be coming in soon, old bloomin' Snoop. You having a good time? They're just gorgeous, aren't you? You're a good girl. You are. What do you reckon? You had enough? Why chickens don't explode, I don't know. The amount of food that they eat. What was I looking for? Some 180. All right, hang on, wait a minute. I'll leave you. You can talk to Peanuts while I'll see if I can find some 180. So I did have some around here somewhere. Oh! We try that. Okay, I've got some 240. We'll give that a go. You right there, girl? Oh. Oh. Now, Brenda, I'll show you that steel wool after it's been soaking for a couple of hours. How do I do? There you go. It's all starting to float to the surface and do all sorts of horrible things. All good. Oh, oh. I'm going to need that too, aren't I? I'll pick that up, put that over here. Oh. Are you right? You happy? You happy? You ready to go down yet or what? Very methodical. If I could get her to clean up, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Come on, darling. Oh, you think you better go outside and say goodbye? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. All right. Good. Here we go. Oh, here you go. You go outside with the other one. Oh, now I know why you came in. It started to rain. There you go, sweetheart. Oh. 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 She's come back in again. No, don't throw me out there, it's wet. Go away, it's wet. I don't like it, it's raining. Ah, here we go. Oh. It's like Trev, that's the old Basil Fawlty one, isn't it? You ever see my wife make toast? Poor Sybil. G'day, Jay. How are you, mate? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you too. And she's off. She's off to get milk and goodies from the cake shop, I hope. G'day, James. Can't be helped. Doesn't matter. You're here and that's the main thing. We were going to start until you got here, but I've done a lot of work, James, so it's just as well. Oh! Ah. Well, you're not getting on my bench to eat them. All right, I'm going to just knock this back a bit. Then I'll ebonize it. I'm not going to, I planed this before along here, and I'm not going to sand it because I want that nice crisp, sharp edge on the miter. So, if I can find a paintbrush down here amongst this rubbish. Oh, there's one. Oh. Can't use that one. It's glued to a bit of timber. Oh, this one looks good. This'll do. Okay, here we go. This is a part of the tester on the bed head that goes up around the four-poster bed. So this bit goes at the back, up the top of the bed head. And I was umming and ahhing what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I was going to put a design on it, but I'm thinking I might just leave it plain and hang a pleated edge off it. So it's getting to the stage I've got all the bits for the timber part of the bed head done and the rails, so I want to just get the flipping thing together, and then I can move on to the fun part, which is the marquetry, which I'm going to enjoy. And let me see, yeah, when I come up this end, actually you can see the colour change straight away. This is just with that Ebonizing solution that we made. Well, it's not the one we made earlier, but it's made exactly the same. And you can see it's just making the wood go a really nice dark colour. When it's dried, it gets a little bit of a green tinge to it. What I do, as well as this, I'll actually put a walnut stain over the top, and I'm just getting a nicer stain, I think, if I'm putting walnut over the ebonite stuff. I don't know. Well, that's what I reckon. Oop-dee-boop-dee. This timber is blush older. I've got to be careful down this end that I don't splash it over the bee boxes, or they'll go dark as well, which I don't want. It's a great stain. And if I put my finger in there, leave it in there, take it out, it's not brown at all. It's just clear. What it is, it's a solution reacting with the tannin in the timber that gives it that nice dark colour. And I know I've said it before, but if you're new to the channel, if you are new to the channel, I'd really appreciate you hit the subscribe. But if you're new to the channel and you don't know about ebonizing, it's a solution of ordinary vinegar with iron, so that can be steel wool, nuts and bolts, bits of old rusted iron, it doesn't matter. And then you strain it off, and then you end up with a solution like I've got here. And if you're using it on a timber that doesn't have tannin, what you do is you make up a strong solution of black tea and then soak the timber in the black tea or paint it on very liberally and just let it sink in. And then when it's dried, you can put this solution over it, and the tea would have actually soaked into the timber and would have infused tannin into the timber, and it will give you the chemical reaction that we have here. Great thing about this finish is I can rub that back now with, because it'll raise the grain. Because I sanded it, it'll raise the grain, which means the grain will come up and it won't be smooth. But I can knock that back with 400 paper and it won't affect the colour. Whereas a lot of times you can stain something with a spirit stain, for example, and the grain will raise, and when you rub it back, you take some of the stain out. But because this is a chemical reaction, you're not going to remove any of it because it's not a colour, it's an actual reaction that's happened between the timber. Put that up there. Oh, I'll dry this off. Oh dear. Chook pellets, she can have them later. I'm wasting chook pellets. Actually, this is funny, these are goose pellets. And when I feed them in the afternoon, the goose gets stuck into the chicken food and the chickens get stuck into her food. So, go figure. Go figure. Okay, that can go there, that can go there. Oh dear. I tell you what, I've never tried chicken pellets. What are they? Well, that's duck ones. What are duck? I'll try. I'll let you know. The chicken food I give them. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's soaked in molasses. Oh, crikey, it smells good. All right. Now, hopefully that's dry. And I can find my sander. Where'd the sander go? Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. Let's see if I'm going to need her. I think we're going to need something a bit better than 240. I'll whack a 120 on. I was looking for 180. I've got some 180 here somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. Here we go. It's a little bit of stuff left on there, which is marking this. Won't mark it for long. 240 and do these. Did someone say it was? That's why his peanuts came in. Always happy to oblige, James. Brad, g'day from Texas. How you going, mate? Thanks for dropping in the workshop. Yeah, what you can do if you want to expedite that, the rusting, cover it in steel, dilute the steel wool, take it out. I could take that out tonight and just let it sit in the air. I guarantee it'll turn to rust by tomorrow morning. Absolutely. I'm going to put that there because then I can oil those afterwards. Yeah, it's raining down here too. Reverse speciesism. That's a new one. I like that. Yeah, mate, there are a lot of old man noises. And no apologies for any of them. I missed this bit here. Just got to gummed up too. Oh dear. He came down here to fix those chairs. Look, and I'm still going. Aha, that's what I was looking for. Oh, good on you, James. Lovely. I got one thing over Trevor. He doesn't know the joys of trying to put your socks on in the morning. If I can get my socks on without having to lay on the bed and put my feet up in the air, I know it's going to be a good day. I like to aim high, Trev. Getting through this quick. That's right, Trev. They're mine, I earned them, and I've got a right to use them whenever I want. Oh, the sad thing is you don't realise you're doing it half the time. Am I going for a marathon here? 2.5 hours. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh. It's okay with that one. It's not often you can come to work and just talk to friends and not have a boss breathing down your neck. Actually, that reminds me of, actually got to go somewhere, pick some stuff up later this afternoon. Maybe. Oh, that got a little bit warm on my fingertips. There we go. I'm getting through them. That one doesn't seem to have got done. Slipped through the cracks. G'day Ben, how you been? Yeah, I know it has been a little bit that way. Not good for the flatties at all. No lizards for you. There's mini knots. He's champing at the bits to get out too. I know the feeling, Trevor. The other night I had to go out, I forget what it was. I didn't have the roof of the MX-5 up, right? And I thought, oh, I'll just go out. I've taken my boots off. And I've got this rule, once I take my boots off, that's it. Work's finished. So if I have a grandpa nap in the afternoon, I'll keep my boots on. And I took my boots off and thought, oh, I've got to go and put the roof up on the car. I went outside and we've got those blinking farmers' friends, sticky beaks, cobbler's pegs, whatever you want to call them. And I don't know how many times you get your socks washed, you think you got them all, you put your shoes on, put your socks on in the morning, yep, as soon as you put your boots on, bang, you'll find another couple that have crept in and horrible things. So if you didn't wear socks, it wouldn't happen. So there's pluses. There's pluses to not wearing socks. Oh, I missed a couple of these, didn't I? I can hear the rain coming down. Was that Jose Feliciano? Listen to the sound of the rain. He's still going, I reckon that's great. I used to love the old Jose Feliciano. Come on, baby, light my fire and Feliz Navidad. Dating myself now, aren't I? Got that one to do. Did I do that one? Oh, dearie. I'm getting slack now. These are the shortcuts you do when people aren't watching. To just close your eyes, pretend. You just get annoyed with people that come and learn woodwork and they go, oh, can you show me the shortcut? No. You got to know how to do it the long way so you can understand the short way. See that wind's fair howling out there. Okie dokie. Well, I can wait. That can go in there. That can go there. That can go there. Can go there. I'll finish painting these. And then I can go there too. Oh, here's one I forgot. Okie dokie. Oh dear. Where are we up to? Both, James. Primarily they're someone else, but I've got to have some more for myself. So what I do, I make the boxes for an order. I always make more than I need because generally there's a few that I'm not happy with. So then I keep those for myself and build a bit of a stock up. And then my goal is to eventually just have all the hives I've got in my boxes that I've made. And for me it's a great way to test them out to see what works and what doesn't work. That's why I've changed to this particular finish, because I've been making them and putting the other finish on, but what I've found with my hives that I've used the same finish on, after a few months they start to look a bit how you going, which is okay because they look rustic and they look natural and old, but I would like them to maybe stay looking a little bit fresher a little bit longer. But mine are out in the weather, so whether or not that's got to do anything with it, I don't know. And if this was on a veranda, under cover, with the bees it'd still be fine, but it might not degrade the finish as much. This is the first lot that I've ever made with Japanese cedar that I haven't done a shogi barn finish on, so I'm interested to see how these are going to come up. Who knows, in 3 years time I might have it worked out and I'll be okay, but in the early stage you just got to try these things. And yeah, honestly, I mean, if someone's bought one of mine and doesn't like it, I'm happy to replace it. So that's not an issue. But having said that, I don't know how many have gone out there and I've never had to replace one. So obviously people are happy with them and maybe less picky than I am. It always impresses me the way the timber just comes alive when you put a bit of finish on it. Oh, my sound batteries are going, they? Oh, seems to be going all right by the look of that. Oh dear. I was on the bottom. Oh dear. How many more have I got? About over there. Oh, whatever. Jay, I'm a hobby beekeeper. I don't know anything about those bee boxes. Okay, I sound silly. Yeah, sure. These are for native bees. They're Australian stingless native bees. They're only small. They're about the size of an ant. They don't produce a lot of honey. They produce maybe 1 kilo of honey a year. I'll show you the setup with them. But they're avid little pollinators. And as I said, native. So stingless is a big attraction. Native is a big attraction. You get, when you start off with a colony about 5,000 to 8,000 bees, and it'll grow very quickly from there. I've got some beautiful examples of them building structures out in some hives I've got in the outside, which I'll bring in one day, but they get a bit aggro when you move them. They don't sting, but they can give you a little nip. It doesn't hurt, it's just annoying. And the reason for the 3 boxes, I'll explain when I get this one done. This one I'm doing here, this is a base box. And base box, as the name says, it goes on the bottom. And there's a hole that goes in the front here. It's about 1/2 inch. And then on top of that, I've got, if I can find one, the mid box. These 2 things here are called separators, and that goes on there. And then on top of here, I put in a clear, a lot of people use perspex or plexiglass. I use carbon, what is it? Carbon sheeting? Polycarbonate, because it's very thin. And what that does, it gives me an inspection port so I can actually see what the bees are doing. And that goes on there. And then on top is what they call honey super. So what happens, and this is generally sealed off from these 2 boxes until these 2 boxes are full of brood, which is their nesting and structure. And then I open this part of the box at the back and they'll go and fill that. It takes them about a year to fill this with structure and honey, and that's where the honey storage is. So that's how it looks together. The main thing I use them for is, I'm not so much interested in honey, it's the bees themselves. So after about 12 months, they'll fill up both of these boxes with brood. And there's one queen, the queen never leaves her box. So what happens is after about 12 months, I separate these 2 boxes. This one's on the top. And then I'll put a new bottom on this and a new top on this. And then this brood here will grow to fill the boxes that I'll put on top. And this brood here will go down and fill the bottom box up. And then I've got 2 hives. And then in 12 months' time, I can split them and I've got 4 hives. So that's the way these work. I'll bring a hive in one day. I'm a bit reluctant to do it because if you're going to move a hive, you've really got to only move them 1 metre a day because of their GPSs. If there's bees out there and they come back and the hive's not there, they get disorientated. Or if I brought it in here and took the top off and showed you what they're actually doing on the inside, there'd be bees flying around in here, and when I take this nest out, back there, they haven't got a map in their head of how they got here. So that's the go. The main species I've got, the Cabonaras. As I said before, there's another one called Hocking's Eye. I think there's about 1,500 different sorts of native bees in Australia, I think. Or is it in the world? I don't know. But there's a few different brands of them around. And they're just great. If a honeybee tries to get in, they'll come out and, you know, it would take, I don't know, maybe 20 native bees to make up the mass and the size of a honeybee, but I have seen 3 native bees come out and get rid of honeybees very, very quickly. Their social order is incredible too. I love that. So I hope that helped, Jay. I hope that helped. And the honey's the weirdest tasting honey I've ever tasted. Considering their size, they'll go 500 metres from the nest collecting. And if you watch them when they come back, that's a big trip. They've got little pouches on their back legs that they store the pollen in. That's good, I'm happy with that. Oh dear. Ah, where are we? Have you seen the fishing rack I've got, Ben? One of the early videos. Great little fishing rack, fishing rod rack. I think it took, I don't know how many, it might have taken 12 or 15 rods. I had about 20 rods at one stage. So I got into rod building, loved building rods. But now I don't go fishing. No point of having the rods. What's that, Trev? With Smoke Boxing, you can be sure it's really made. Oh, thanks, mate. I hope so. Well, there's a lot of people making bee boxes, but I've never found anyone that makes them the way I make them. I have been chided many times that I over-engineer them, and I agree, but pride and workmanship, I suppose, and I like to know if I make something, it's still going to be working in 100 years' time. And there's not much time difference between a quick job or a good job and a not so good job, so you take the extra few minutes, you know that it's going to work out all right. The difference I've done with these, this is a Western red cedar box, but I've been using Japanese cedar on the bottom. That's why it's a different colour. Mainly because there's a cost consideration, but also it was more expedient for me to do it that way than make the Western red ones, because I was pushed a bit for time. Oh dear! Did you see the sequel to it, Jay? I came out the next morning to undo it, and it all fell from together. So, as I said on the stream, I undid it. The operation was a success. Unfortunately, the patient died. So, the theory was there, the process was sound, but the material it was made out of, nothing would stick to it. As I said, I used that glue that says sticks almost anything to anything. Well, it didn't stick to that stuff, so that's no reflection on the glue. It's that, I don't know what you'd call it. What was it? I don't know. Anyway, it was horrible stuff. I did have a word for it. I forgot what I called it. Composite, that's it. It was a composite of something. So I took it back to the lady and she was grateful that I tried. And she said, I might have to get you to make a wooden one. Well, that I can do. I've got a wooden frame to finish that I did ages ago that I want to put the rules of 8-ball into, and I haven't finished it because I haven't been able to get to the glass in the top shed, but we're going to have a bit of a clean out in there because that's where I'm going to put Susie's preserving room. So we're going to have to get rid of, you know what it's like when kids move home? Can I just store this at your place for a few years? And then I'll replace it because I've forgotten I had it. But don't throw it away because I might want it one day. Yeah. If any of my kids are watching, I'm not talking about you. No, never. Ah! Best one I've ever heard of. Mate of mine, his kids were coming home. Oh, can we store that at your place? I said, no, I can do better than that. And he went and rented a storage unit, paid the first 3 months, and then said, right, now you keep either paying it or get it out. I think they paid 1 month and then they decided, oh no, we'll get it out now. What a good idea. I wish I'd thought of that. Oh, but it's cheaper if we store it at your place. Yeah, it is. Well, you ever thought that I might want a space? Why? Because your mother keeps on sticking stuff in drawers and it needs to be put... Oh, dear. Oh, Trevor, I'm on dangerous ground. I am. Whoops. I think I'm breathing too many fumes. Oh, too... That's it. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. So I've built myself a bit of a... I can't get out that side now. And I'm not jumping over the bench because that'd just be too silly for words. Anyway. Got a good run on this one. Oh! I've only got 9, I think, actually on the property. I've got 12, 14 that I've got to go and pick up that are somewhere else. So that'll bring me up to 24, maybe 25. I think I want to aim at 100, which was a 5-year plan, which I've pulled back to a 4-year plan. I might do it in 3 years. I don't know. But with that, then I'll, be happy to maybe start looking at selling them in a few years' time. So I can sell the hives. I've got a lot of nurseries that are interested if I can sell them in the hive, but I haven't got that many at the moment that I'm willing to sell because you can lose some for whatever reason, and I just want to make sure I've got enough. And they don't take up much room, and if you split them you can actually put them next to each other because it's the same sort of family. You can put them on top of each other, next to each other. And unlike honeybees, you don't have to take them to different locations because they'll just go to the nature strip or go to the neighbour's garden. What I do want to do when I finally get around to it is put some garden beds in dedicated to buckwheat. And buckwheat is very good for attracting good insects into your yard, and also the bees love it. So that's one way. Keeping the kids at home, plant some buckwheat. I think that's just going to be about it. Very fine oil, this. It's nice though. Those I can't do yet. These I've just put putty on so I don't want to... I don't know. No, it won't rush that. I could take that off, but I won't. And good thing about it, the brush doesn't go hard like normal enamel. And of course, what I've done is put all the boxes on top of the rag that I want. Here we go. Clean all that off. Oh. And now I can have a catch up. Oh. Ba-dee-da-da-bum. Bum-ba-dum. Oh. Is that rustic or rusty, Trev? Oh, yeah, I should ring him up. I'm going to give him a serve for telling me I made more old man noises than him. Oh, look that up, Jay. There you go. We're both learning. Mason. Never heard of them. We'll have a look-see. Some of his dad jokes are older than you. Yeah, they're lamer than a three-legged donkey as well. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, good on you, Trevor. I was having a really good day till then. Yes, righto. Bring them up. The music stands. That's right. I've got music stands to finish as well. I'll do that one of these days. I reckon that's right. It's worth building, it's worth over-engineering. Yeah, thanks, Jay. I was wondering how we were going to go, but anyway, that's one of those things. Way to go. Clamp it, make sure it's clamped. I didn't have to clamp those. It was good. You know, I bet you what happens, I'll take those back and they'll go, oh, that's such a good job, can you take the other ones? So, don't know. We'll see. I might have to charge accordingly if he doesn't want me to. Oh, righto, Panda. Thanks for dropping in, mate, and thanks for your concern. Catch you later on. You're still with us, Brenda. Did you see that when I showed you that bucket? I can't find the bucket now. It's behind the leash. No. But I'll do some more of that tomorrow, I think. And yeah, if you've sent me that email, thank you. I'll get Susie to contact you. That would be wonderful. Oh, I tell you what, I'm pretty happy with that. Crikey, I've been rabbiting for 3 hours. It is way past the rest time. Yeah, no, I'm happy with what I got done today. So, hey, thanks for your encouragement. I appreciate that. Just trying to think. No, I don't know how I'll get out, but what's tomorrow? Oh, I don't know. I think we're looking at embroidery machines tomorrow. If not, I'll come down here and do some more of the Bee Boixes, and I'll say good day. Chairs are gone. I've got to go and have a look at that guy's saw, and I've got to go and pick something else up too. It's 3:30 Sunday afternoon here, so I don't know. We'll see what happens anyway. But thank you everybody as usual for your company. Really appreciate it. It's nice to come down here and know people want to have a chat. It's either that or you're that bored, you've got nothing better to do, you're putting up with me. Either way, I'm grateful. Likewise, if there's anything you want to know about woodwork, by all means, don't hesitate to interrupt me, because I love to be interrupted so I can do something else. I'm pleased you didn't ask too much today though, because I just can't get around the workshop. But hopefully this will get cleaned up within a couple of weeks, which will be good. Where's that's there you go. See how dark that is now compared to, okay, that's the timber in its normal state. That's it after it's just had that vinegar solution put on it. So that will get stained again tomorrow, rub back, then I'll stain it, and then I'll shellac it. I'm actually French polishing and shellacking up in the top shed, and I haven't got any cameras up there. I'm sorry about that. We will sometime this year do French polishing down here. There's a couple of other polishers I want to play around with too. But I guess with all that said, I've got to say it. This is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate that very, very much. There's something I was going to say there, but it's gone. This is Woodworking Masterclass, and I'm Steve Hay. Remember to be kind to yourself. No, look after yourself, be kind to others. And if you've got any restrictions on, I know they're a pain, but just play the game and do what you're meant to do. Get through it, be creative, think of something nice to do, get involved in that. If that doesn't work, eat chocolate, that always works for me. Till then, God bless, good afternoon, good morning, good night, and I'll catch you all very, very soon when I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench. Till then, see you later. Bye for now.